Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Fallout New Vegas. I just thought I'd tell you, while I was off screen, I changed my mind about looting. I picked up everything in Doc Mitchell's house and sold everything I could to him. So I've made, all you didn't see was, I've got 131 caps, and I'm carrying some yeast, but I just picked up all the other junk, even though the weight to value ratio wasn't right, and sold it to him. Because I realized, with Gunrunner's Arsenal installed, Chet in the general store can sell some things that I want to buy, so I need to start making caps right away, as many as I can. Alright, so there's plenty to do here in Good Springs, but the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to check the mailbox in front of Doc Mitchell's. We got an ashtray, a coffee mug, a sunset sarsaparilla, and a Wonder Glue. That reminds me to drink the sarsaparillas I'm carrying. And sure enough, I got a sunset sarsaparilla star bottle cap, as well as 5 ordinary caps. So that was pretty good. And I got another copy of Today's Physician. I thought I did anyway. No, just kidding. Anyway, with that done, we'll leave everything else for now and go to where we were directed, the Prospector Saloon. I like to check out the outside of a building before I go in, so actually that reminds me, we need to poke around outside Doc Mitchell's. I could have sworn that somewhere there was a gate you could actually open. Oh yeah, there it is. One other note about this game, and actually, I need to turn down the music volume. It's hard for me to talk over it. There we go, that's better. Karma really doesn't matter in this game the way it did in Fallout 3, so even if something is listed as being stolen, I'm just going to steal it. So there's a bunch of food in Doc Mitchell's backyard, which is important for us to gather since we're in hardcore mode. And we can actually use those to cook more advanced food at campfires, which we'll learn more about when we actually see our first campfire. Okay, now we're ready to head over to the saloon. I always like to get as much experience as I possibly can, so even though we don't have to do this to get in, we can just go in the front door. I'm going to pick every lock I can, hack every terminal I can, just so I can get experience as fast as possible. Lockpicking, WSAD, apply torque with the screwdriver, mouse, rotate the bobby pin, F, force lock. When torque is applied, the closer the bobby pin is to the correct position or sweet spot, the more the lock will rotate before the bobby pin breaks. Only when the bobby pin is in the correct position will the lock rotate fully and open. You can also try to open a lock by forcing it, but if you fail, the lock will be permanently broken and can only be opened with a key. So a very easy lock should be no problem. You'll notice this is the same lock-picking system as Fallout 3 and Skyrim. And there's the experience we got for picking the lock. Which is good, that's what I wanted. That door's unlocked, that's fine. Here's another very easy locked door. Let's get this one open. While we're in here, we'll steal. You can see we found their still. There's moonshine, fission batteries. Plenty of stuff to steal in here, so let's do. Gotta keep an eye on my carry weight. I'm gonna be having to run back to Doc Mitchell's to store things a lot early on, but that's fine. Not going to talk to him just yet. Let's just walk right in the front door and talk to Sunny Smiles.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
So save this one for last because it's going to kickstart the next bit of tutorial questing. I need to get to Prim. Can you suggest a route?
Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Prim is the town with the roller coaster straight south. Can't miss it. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. You never know who you'll run into. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. My advice would be to stick to the highway when you can.
I'm a little short on caps. I don't suppose there's any work available.
Not in Good Springs, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite. If you want to take a shot at it, take these.
A magazine on locksmiths?
If the lock's too much for you to handle, reading through the magazine might give you the edge you need.
And the bobby pins?
You'll need those to pick the lock. Be careful, though. Put too much pressure on them, and they'll snap.
Alright, I'll go take a look at that safe when I have a chance.
Always happy to help someone down on their luck.
Note added, Good Springs schoolhouse safe. What do you do around here?
I hunt geckos mostly. The meat's pretty good, and I can always find a buyer for the hides. I also help keep the town clear of rat scorpions and coyotes. Not many people live in Good Springs, so wildlife is always creeping in.
Let's talk about the areas around Good Springs.
Sure, what do you want to know?
What other towns are nearby?
Southeast of here is Prim, can't miss it. Since it has the giant old roller coaster right in the middle of town. The NCR's got an outpost there. If you follow the road north, you'll eventually hit Sloan and Quarry Junction. They mine rocks or something, but I heard they got troubles lately. I wouldn't head that direction if I were you, though. Got critters up there that don't take kindly to getting shot.
NCR?
The New California Republic. Bunch of settlers and soldiers coming in from the west, fixing on making Nevada their own. They can be right pushy, but the roads are safer because of them, so I tend to let it go. Not that I got a choice.
What does the NCR keep you safe from?
Well, the wildlife for one thing, rowdy locals for another. They're protecting their own. Just happens to help us. They've been holding off this other group from the east, too.
What do you know about the other group?
Got a funny name. Call themselves Caesar's Legion. Never seen them in these parts, so I couldn't tell you much. I hear rumors, that's about it. Supposedly they keep slaves and they got some real nasty ways of killing folks. But maybe that's just something folks in the NCR cooked up to make themselves seem more useful here. Less uninvited.
What kind of creatures are out there?
Around here, mostly coyotes and geckos. The coyotes are pretty dangerous in large packs, but otherwise they're nothing to really worry about. The geckos aren't too tough, but they've got a nasty bite. I've heard about bigger, nastier versions out in the wasteland, but I've never seen them. Stick to the roads when you can, and steer clear of the hills north of Good Springs. The critters up there are big and poisonous.
That's all I wanted to know. Let's talk about something else.
If you want to know anything else, just ask.
Doc Mitchell said you could teach me to survive in the desert.
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
All right. So our new objective is to meet Sunny Smiles behind the Prospector Saloon. We got 2 more books, so I'm keeping track of how many I pick up. We need 151 more, and we got a repair magazine, fixing things. Take the pool cue, pool balls, the triangle, just... Like I said, we're going to steal everything that isn't nailed down, because we need to make a lot of caps fast. Now, Chet's not guaranteed to have everything that we might want when we go to see him, but like most merchants in the game, he'll restock every 72 hours. And by the way, the water in Good Springs is clean. You can see it's got 0 rads. So if I grab a drink right here, and we pop back in, just paying attention to hardcore mode, you can see that my dehydration has gone to 0, because I just got a nice drink of clean water. Food at 37, sleep at 18, we're doing fine. Alright. What else we got? That goes out to the back door. So we've got an anonymous Good Springs settler here. He'll flip out if he sees me steal anything off the bar, though. But what we can do is block his vision. Something big. Just need to move a few of these over. Well, I can pick up all of these. Oops. Maybe he doesn't even care. Cash register's got 42 caps and some pre-war money in it. Huh, would you look at that? He doesn't even care.
Howdy.
One thing I will also say, I'm not going to do it right now, but a lot of these generic NPCs that don't have names, I'm going to spend some time sneak killing most of them because they're totally pointless characters and it's a valuable experience. So Salesman Weekly and Meeting People are magazines for barter and speech, respectively. Got 6 more Sunset Sarsaparillas. Let's drink those down. No star cap, that's okay, we made a little money. And just, I'll point out too, you can see that that raised my dehydration up to 40. So I got 2 more scorched books. That's good. Two more. Sorry, there's going to be a good bit of micromanaging early on in this playthrough, but it'll get better. There's 3 more Sunset Sarsaparillas. Let's grab those. Hey, we got another star cap. Good. Purified water's always good to have. Now we've got a hard locked safe in the floor. We won't be able to open that for a while. Now we could... Alright, bar's just about clear. Now we can operate the easy locked terminal. Hacking. Some terminals are protected and can't be accessed without a password. If your science skill is high enough, you can attempt to hack the terminal. Selecting the correct password will grant you access. If your guess is incorrect, you will be shown how many letters match the correct password and in the correct location. You have 4 tries to guess correctly. If you fail, the terminal will remain inaccessible until you own the password. You can exit hacking at any time and try again. However, exiting the terminal will force its security to reset, delaying your ability to start hacking again. So I'm going to hack the computer, but I'm not going to unlock the floor safe. I would rather come back when I can pick the hard lock, because that's something like... A hard lock, I think, is close to 75 experience points. It's a lot, and I don't want to pass it up. So we can skip the scene and get to hacking. So, disband. 2 out of 7. D-I-S-B-A-N-D. So Orleans does work for that. 1 out of 7. Disband, no. Disband, no. Disband, no. Disband. Okay, it works for that one. Orleans. Okay, testing works for both. It's 3 out of 7. I need to look for some freebies now, because I only have 1 attempt left. Allowance replenished. Alright, good. Disband, no. Disband, okay, that one works. Orleans, that one works. Testing does not work. Doesn't work. Disband, yes. Orleans, yes. Testing. Okay, decline matches all 3. Disband, no. Disband, no. Disband, no. Disband, okay. Works for disband. Works for Orleans. Works for testing. And works for decline. There it is. So we can disengage the lock, but we won't. Instead, let's go outside, check my carry weight. I'm doing okay. But it would be wise to go ahead and go offload, so I'm going to loot these sacks that are out here, including a bunch more Sunset Sarsaparilla. And I'm going to go make a pit stop at docks. Well, wait, no I'm not. He's out of caps. I can't sell stuff to him. Just kidding. I am probably getting pretty thirsty after... Oh, no, I'm fine. Just kidding. There's one more. After all that sarsaparilla, yeah, we're getting a little thirsty, so I'll just pop back in here right quick and grab another drink. So that's easy. Should have looked over here first. There's tons more sarsaparilla crates. Hey, another star cap. Good. So whenever I find a drink with a bottle cap on it like that, I'll probably just drink it right away for the money, because it's not going to help me much in terms of health regeneration or anything like that, but it can be very helpful to get money. See, I've already gone up to 205 caps, so let's talk
Now,
study.
see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
Alright, so she gave me a varmint rifle. Shoot 3 sarsaparilla bottles outside the Prospector Saloon. So this is a tutorial, so right now all it said is to fire your weapon, push mouse 1, so I'll do that.
That's the right idea. Look down the sight.
To aim, push mouse 2. This increases your accuracy. You can see
Try
we're a
crouching
little
down and
wobbly.
staying still. It'll help your aim.
To sneak or crouch, push left control. And then, once we're crouched, you see he's able to hold the aim steady.
Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
Okay, I'm in.
Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways. Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way.
All right. VATS. Welcome to the Vault-Tec Assisted Targeting System, or VATS. VATS displays the chance you will hit along with the condition of each body part. Mouse 1, attack your target. Mouse 2, cancel an attack. E, accept your actions. Left click on the left or right arrows to switch to a new target. The number of attacks you can make is limited by your action points. Now, one thing, if you're coming off Fallout 3, one thing to be aware of is the VATS invulnerability is gone. So, you know, if the enemy gets right up close to you and the animation's playing and you see it hit you a couple of times, you'll take full damage in this game, where you were basically invincible while you were in VATS in Fallout 3. So that is something to be aware of. Anyway, let's get out of here.
Okay, you're on. Go give him hell.
So, what I'm going to try to do is get a headshot. A sneak critical headshot should be able to kill him in one shot, and it did. There's another one up there, but he's on caution now, so I missed him. But sneak criticals are going to be really important for surviving on very hard, so... Oh, we crippled his head. That's good. That was more misses than I care for. There, we got him. Alright. That's what I'm talking about. So I'm going to make an anchor save here, because we're getting close enough that we've triggered something, and I just want to make sure that we have sufficient time. If we run over here, we should be able to find the 2 gecko corpses. Got gecko hide, gecko meat, another gecko hide. And we can get a drink if we need it. But let's just go talk to Sunny, as suggested.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me.
Sure, I'll come with you.
Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
All right. Now, one thing that when you're fighting with someone else who's not, when you're fighting with someone who isn't officially a companion, which Sunny's not, we just need to make sure that we get at least 1 hit on every gecko before she or Cheyenne kill them, and that way we can get the experience points for them, which is important. We want all the experience we can get. Oh. See, I didn't get experience for all of those. So it may be worth it to actually get ahead of Sunny. Shouldn't... Geckos are weak enough that... That was close, but... it still didn't give me all 3.
Come on.
There we go. That did the trick. Gecko hide, gecko meat. Cheyenne got killed, unfortunately. Dog hide and dog meat. More gecko meat. And another gecko hide. Now, Sunny's going to take the long way down, which is fine. We need to get in here because there's a settler being attacked here at the Good Spring Source by the last group of geckos. I hate it when that happens.
Get him off!
Alright, there, we got all 3. We did it in time, so let's talk to the settler.
Holy moly. If you hadn't come here like you done, I'd be a goner for sure. I came up here to draw water, but here, you should have what I got. You look thirsty.
Reputation. You have established a reputation with a group of people in the wasteland. Whether that reputation is good or bad, you're finally somebody, and people associated with that group will start to react to what you've done. There are many different factions in the wasteland, and you can develop a distinct reputation with each one. As you perform actions that benefit a group, you will gain fame. If you perform actions that harm a group, you will gain infamy. Your reputation with any given group is a measure of the combined total of fame and infamy that you have earned. The benefits and drawbacks of any given reputation depend on the group itself. You may receive discounts with merchants, provoke attacks from hired thugs, or simply be treated differently. Good Springs. Accepted. Folks have come to accept you for your helpful nature. Cool. Alright, now let's talk to Sunny.
Confound it, Cheyenne. Why'd you have to go running in like that? You were supposed to stay. I'm sorry. You shouldn't have to see me like this. I'm not going to be very good company right now. I did have another thing to teach. But I'll understand if you'd rather I just pay you so you could be on your way.
What did you want to teach me about?
Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
Couldn't hurt.
Alright then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
Alright, we've hit level 2. So we need to raise explosive. So we've got 15 skill points. We want explosives at 25, barter at 25, and lockpick at 25. And in Fallout New Vegas, you only get a perk every even-numbered level instead of every level, like in Fallout 3. And for the perk, we want to take Light Touch. Requires agility 6, repair 45, ranks 1. Heavy armor just isn't your thing, so you've learned to customize light armor for maximum benefit. While wearing light armor, you gain a plus 5% critical chance, and your enemies suffer a minus 25% critical chance. We're limited to light armor, but that's fine. There's some great light armor in the game anyway, so we will take Light Touch, and we're starting a new quest, by a campfire on the trail. Now let me look around this well before I leave, because I was going to say I'm pretty sure there's some stuff. We got a wrench. Okay, that's actually it. Now, one thing we definitely do need, I was in a hurry, so I skipped it, as I wanted to make sure we saved that settler. But, and by the way, Cheyenne doesn't always die either. It obviously doesn't make, that's one thing that doesn't make much of a difference, but they did have Sunny record dialogue for both eventualities, which is pretty interesting. But up here at the second well, there is a shovel, which we'll be carrying with us for the rest of the game, because we can use it to dig when we find gravestones. I'm going to go ahead and grab a drink. Dehydration is by far the most rapidly advancing need in hardcore mode, and the one you have to pay the most attention to. So it's good just to always grab a drink if you find yourself at a clean water source, no matter what. Alright, so back to Good Springs. Well, we could have fast traveled, but in this case it wouldn't have saved us much time. Our next stop's going to be the general store, or hopefully we can sell most of this junk I'm carrying. And of course we'll rob Chet blind too. But before we go in, Mojave Express Dropbox. Welcome to the Mojave Express. Mojave Express drop boxes like this one can be used to deliver items to any Mojave Express drop box that you've discovered. Once you find a Mojave Express drop box, just activate it and you'll be able to use that location to send and receive items. So this makes moving between the various homes you can get in the game a whole lot easier. Doc Mitchell's house in Good Springs is pretty much going to be home base until we reach Novac, which isn't going to happen for a while. But once we do, we'll be able to use this drop box just to send all the items we've gathered directly to Novac, which is pretty convenient. Check these 2 dumpsters. That one's got a baseball in it. Alright. That's it for outside the general store. Note that there is a workbench and a reloading bench here, which we're not going to mess with right now, but here inside the general store, I'm going to rob the back room while he's out here. Just got to make sure we're hidden. Armor case has a Merc Adventurer outfit in it. I was going to say, ordinarily he walks around some, but... Scrap metal, scrap electronics. These are all pretty important crafting items. And the silenced 22 pistol is going to be one of our most important items and one of our very best friends. Alright, we got another small destroyed book. That's good. $184, okay. Oh, phew, he didn't see. That he did see. Too bad. There's food in these, which I want. And Chet just picked up a beer, so I guess he decided he wanted a drink. Nut fruit. Okay, I think that was 4 more books. While his back's turned, I just want to get absolutely everything off of his shelves.
Hey there.
Okay, we should be good now. I think we're ready to actually talk to him. Just gotta make note that I got 4 more books. And now we'll chat with Chet.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for.
Show me what you have for sale.
Can do.
Alright, for now, I'm just gonna sell him I have no use for a 357 Magnum. Like, it's not something I'm going to use anyway. Now, he won't buy stolen items that we stole from him. But the shovel is actually a pretty good melee weapon. It's better than the knife and the pool cue, so we'll just hold on to that. Clear some space. I'm going to keep my 9mm for now, and keep my varmint rifle and sell my other weapons. Keep both of those. We can actually, we should hold on to beer, because it figures in some recipes. In fact, there's very little food that I would sell. You can sell ashtrays, baseballs, cartons of cigarettes. I've got a list of stuff that actually is okay to sell. Yeah, we need to keep conductors, we need to keep dog hides. Can sell drinking glasses, can sell clipboards. We want to keep our empty bottles. We want to keep fission batteries. We want to keep all these gecko parts. We actually want to keep glass pitchers. I think we even actually want to keep paperweights and pencils. We can sell plungers. Can sell pre-war books and pre-war money. No, we can't sell pre-war money, just kidding. That's good for something too. Shot glasses we can sell. Turpentine we need to keep. Wonder glue we need to keep. Wrench we need to keep. Yeast we can sell. Okay, cool. And we're going to keep all of our ammo.
Another satisfied customer.
What makes the surplus ammo inferior?
It's all about quantity over quality. Trouble is, you'll be cleaning and fixing your gun a lot more than usual when you use those kind of bullets.
Tell me about weapon mods and special ammo.
Weapon mods are things like silencers, scopes, bigger magazines. Special ammo includes things like armor-piercing bullets, which don't hurt the target as much, but let you punch through armor easier. There's also hollow point bullets, which have the opposite effect. You can kill unarmored targets easier, but they don't do shit against armor.
Do you know anything about the people who attacked me?
The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR.
Have you ever been to New Vegas?
Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it. If you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it. Word of advice, behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the strip.
I'd like to know more about Mr. House.
I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's got to be a good thing, right?
Anything else you can tell me about Great Khans?
They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The Great Khans deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by Great Khans.
All right. Goodbye.
Take it easy now.
And now we're going to drop some stuff off at Doc Mitchell's. And so far we've stayed within the boundaries of the tutorial area, so we haven't respec'd yet. You'll know it when it happens. Now, was there anything in here that I was holding just to sell? Oh, okay, I gotta segregate my goods here, so give me a second. Inside this gun case, I'm gonna put the stolen stuff from Chet that I just wanted to sell. Believe the shovel is not as good a melee weapon as the lead pipe, but I don't think I'm strong enough to use the lead pipe. Or, no, I am. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Gonna keep my Silence 22 pistol. Merc Adventurer outfit is not something I'm gonna wear, that's just to sell. Because yeah, it gives me +2 to guns and 1 DT, but it weighs 8 pounds. It's not really worth it. And my aid items, I was not just gonna sell. What about here? For sale, for sale, for sale. Not. Not for sale, not for sale. For sale. Trust me, we can actually use all of this stuff. It might seem surprising how much stuff I'm hanging on to, but it's because we can use it all. I promise. We can use irons. We're going to stash those somewhere else. We can sell metal cooking pans and pots. We want to keep our pencils, keep our pre-war money. We can sell pressure cookers, scrap electronics, scrap metal, sensor modules. Obviously, those are all useful. Spatulas we can sell. And whetstones we can sell. And yeast we can sell. Alright. Everything else, I'm going to stick in here. Oh, god damn it, that is not what I wanted to do. It's okay. Won't take long to put everything back. Just leave all our food in here. We'll keep our chems and our magazines, because they don't weigh anything. Stash our purified waters. Because even if we get dehydrated, we'll have time to fast travel back here. At least at first. So we don't want to waste our Braxo cleaners just for sale. Yeah, why don't I do it this way? Anything I just want to sell can go in here. Anyway, sorry about that. Let's go back here. Drop off that ammo for now, because I got no use for it. Stash those. Yes, stash it all. Guess I didn't need to stash the pre-war money, it's weightless. So I'll keep it with me. Oh, do stash the pencils, come on now. Stash all those books. Alright, 17 pounds. That's an acceptable carry weight. Let's get out here. Now, we want to head up behind town up to that water tower. Along the way, we can't access these houses, but let me go ahead and get the food from out here. We can access that house, but I don't want to go in just yet. We're heading up to the water tower. I just want to check out these empty-looking sort of buildings along the way. Plunger and scrap metal. Got some stuff in there. Check that mailbox. Got some stuff there. That's our first tin can. We need to collect 200 of those as well. Let's check this cornfield. Only 2 good pieces here, but we will pick them both. Hop into this trailer as you go by. It's a sensor module, a meeting people, an empty whiskey bottle. There's a sunset sarsaparilla. And we can actually sleep on that bed for free, so if we get tired, that's where we'll be heading here at the beginning. Bobby pin in a toy car. Right here, leaning against the house, is a BB gun. Doesn't do us much good, but... And other than that one plant, there's them there. And see that keep outside? Follow its advice. If you go any farther north than this ridge, you stand a chance of running into cazadors, and they will fuck you up at tutorial levels, trust me. Shoot. Gotta get the sneak crit, man. I think I'm aiming high. Maybe not. Why can't I hit the damn thing? Come on. There we go. Got a sneak critical. Wasn't sufficient to kill it. There we go. One experience? Yes, only one. That's alright. Once the bark scorpion is dead, we can continue up here. Remember, this is where Sunny said we could collect Brock flower for her quest. That's why we're coming up here. But this also happens to be the place where we were shot and buried. So, if we're careful and precise, we can generally sneak crit all of these bloat flies. Shoot. That's 2. There are 4 total up here. There's 3. Damn, overshot. Got it. Good. Alright, now we can deal with the bloat flies. And we've discovered the Good Springs Cemetery. So first things first, let me track down the 4 bloat flies and loot them. 1, 2, 3. I think the other one was... And we can see the New Vegas Strip way off in the distance to the north and a little bit east of us. Oh, shoot. Went too far. Do not want to trigger the respec yet. We want to hold on to that. Where's that fourth bloatfly? Well, anyway, you can pick up some trash around here. There was a regular tin can. That's good. That's 2 of those. 3. 4.
Hello there. It's good to see a friendly face. I almost took you for a raider, I did. Name's Malcolm. Malcolm Holmes. Don't suppose you'd care to trade. I'm missing a few essentials and... screw this. Lying just ain't in my nature. I'll tell it to you straight. I've been following you for a good bit now.
Why were you following me?
It started off innocently enough. I was traveling, as I often do, and happened to observe you picking up one of those blue star caps. You didn't show any reaction to it, so I figured you didn't know what you'd gotten your hands on.
What's so special about these caps?
There's an old wasteland legend that says somewhere out there is a fabulous treasure from before the war. Those caps with the blue star on them, the tale goes, are the key to that treasure. They're called sunset sarsaparilla stars.
Okay. Where can I find more of these caps?
All over the place. The easiest place to find them is unopened bottles of sunset sarsaparilla. You'd think they'd all have been picked clean by now, but somehow, new bottles keep appearing in the machines. Some say it's old Festus that does it, hoping someone will finally collect enough caps to earn the treasure. Other than bottles, you'll just have to scavenge. You can find caps in the unlikeliest of places, and blue star caps are no exception.
You mentioned someone named Festus. Who's that?
It's said that the treasure is guarded by a man named Festus, and he's the one who asked for the blue star caps. It's also said he's been around since the war, standing a lonely vigil, waiting for someone to come and take the treasure off his hands. That'll make him pretty damn old, but I've met a few people in my travels who claim they actually met him, and they weren't the lying type either.
So you collect these caps too?
Nah, I gave it up years ago. Too dangerous. And even if I did still collect them, I'd tell you the same. There's people out there so mad with the idea of treasure that they'll attack strangers just on the suspicion that they have some of those caps.
What kind of treasure are we talking about?
No one knows. Money, weapons, water. It is, or maybe was, something of value, and that's enough to get people motivated.
Thanks for the info, but I'll be going now.
No problem. If you do end up trying to collect more stars, watch out for a man named Alan Marks. He's killed several people for their stars already.
Now, unfortunately for Malcolm, we're going to kill him. And, we can do it nice and silently with the, shovel. So we got a sneak critical with the shovel, which is perfect. And when we search him, he's got 308 ammo, 54 bottle caps, roving trader hat, which boosts barter by 5, and a roving trader outfit, which boosts barter by 5. We'll hold on to those for sure. And he's got 6-star bottle caps. Anyway, where was I? I was looking... Here's some Brock flour. I was looking for the 4th bloatfly, because I hadn't found it yet. So anyway, this is where we were buried, and then dug up after being shot in the head. Okay, 1. I know I killed 4, so where is the 4th one? 1. 2. Okay, I see them all. 1. Oh, and that's the one I had missed. Perfect. Okay, cool. Now, while we're up here, we can, because we picked up the shovel, we're actually able to search these graves. You want to do that. There tends to be pretty good stuff inside graves, like ammunition or chems. Somebody left some fruit on this one for some reason. We'll take that. That 22 ammo is going to be handy. We can just reach that one. That goes with our silenced 22 pistol, which is going to be very, very, very handy for our sneak killing needs. Snow globe, good springs. You found a limited edition Mojave landmark snow globe. These rare pre-war artifacts are widely considered to be useless baubles, but rumor has it some collectors will pay dearly for them. And the last thing we want to do, they're really hard to see, but over here by our grave, you can see there are some distinctive cigarette butts. So let's pick up all of those that we can get. I thought there were 10. I only counted 7 there. Oh yeah, here are the other 3. One of them clipped out, that's okay. Alright. Now we're done here at the cemetery, so let's head back to town. Got 10 minutes or so left, that's good. Okay, for sneak killing, melee is the way to go. The silenced 22 pistol can do it, but it's hard to get good, powerful, quiet guns, whereas powerful melee and unarmed weapons are easy to come by and they're naturally silent. I was going to say, I don't think I checked all these mailboxes yet. And I had, in fact, missed one. Got a star cap. That's awesome. And leave that gas station alone for now. I'm not going to go inside any of the houses yet, but on my way over to the school, I am going to check the rest of the exterior of town, just to see what I can find. Oh. Over here in this ruined building, it doesn't look like there's anything. This is a house we can go into. I'll save that for later, but let's hit the mailbox out front. Let's check this mailbox. Let's check this trailer. It's empty. There's a stash toolbox in the bed of this truck with some goodies inside. As we go back up this street, bombed out house, some goodies in the mailbox. Behind it, we've got a couple of white horse nettles. Can't remember if I checked this one already or not. Another copy of Salesman Weekly. Always good to have skill magazines. Back behind this house, we can steal some food. Prickly pear fruit and 2 mazes, or corns. That's Victor, the robot who dug us out of the grave. We're not going to talk to him just yet. Nor are we going to go into his shack. Milsurp Review, I believe, is the guns skill magazine. Oh. And we've attracted an enemy, a giant mantis nymph. I'll clobber it with my shovel. It's a very, very weak enemy, as you can see. We'll pluck its foreleg, apparently. That's the schoolhouse, that red building. Let me run over here first. So there's Doc Mitchell's, so we know we've been up there. Empty mailbox. We'll wait on actually going into the homes. Not sure what's got him agitated. Don't particularly care either. Just a couple more houses to check. We can't go into this one. Behind it, there's a barrel cactus. We'll take the fruit. Over here, there's one more mailbox to check. And a whole bunch of nothing. Alright, now that just leaves the school. So there should be one more mantis nymph outside. I'm going to keep my eyes open for it. There it is. Got it. Now if we look around outside the school, out behind it, we can find 2 jalapeno peppers. And I think somewhere around here. I thought it was out in front of the school. There's a... Here they are, Xander root bulbs. There are 3 of them. So we found a Brock flower and a Xander root, which is what we're supposed to bring to Sunny at the campfire, which we're going to go ahead and do. So this time I will fast travel over to Good Spring Source. Grab a drink of water while I'm here. And let's head down and talk to Sunny. Now there's some junk to pick up down here too, which I'm going to go ahead and do that first. It's 3 more regular tin cans. Let me just continue to keep track of how many I found. Let's see if we go over here. There's more junk to pick up. Along with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more tin cans. I think that's about as far as we can go without triggering the respec. So how many tin cans did I say I picked up? 6. So we need 187 more. But we'll go ahead and talk to Sunny.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. All right, now. We're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try.
Alright. So at the campfire you can see this is where we can make a bunch of food. I've got the ingredients to make a bloatfly slider. Which, damn, that's pretty fucking worthwhile. I might make those. With bloatfly meat and a prickly pear fruit, I can make a bloatfly slider, which reduces dehydration by 42, reduces starvation by 105, and recovers some health at the cost of a single rad. Yeah, that isn't bad. Healing powder, make it with Brock flower and Xander root, and as you can see, it subtracts 1 from our perception, but restores our HP. HP plus 1 for 18 seconds means it's going to recover 18 hit points just over time. So I'm going to make a healing powder.
Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. Okay. Well, good luck to you. I'm heading back to the Prospector. I could use a drink about now. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi. Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer?
Alright, goodbye.
Until next time.
I am going to go ahead and make those bloatfly sliders. And I'm going to fast travel back to Good Springs. And we've been going about an hour now, so let me just drop stuff off. Do a little, try and do a little selling at Chet's, and then we'll call it good. Alright, let me look through here. The BB gun and the knife are kind of useless, so I'll sell those. I'm going to keep these. And anything that raises a skill like barter just from wearing it is worth holding on to. Pre-war park stroller outfit I'll just sell. Keep our mentats. Can use those to pass skill checks too. That's all just for sale. That isn't. Pretty sure a harmonica is just for sale. Yes. We'll hold on to the irons. All of our bottles, our leather belts, our mantis forelegs, Nuka-Cola trucks we can sell, plungers we can sell, teddy bears we can sell, toy cars we can sell. Alright. We can stash the 308 rounds for now. Those will be very handy later, but we don't have any guns that use them just yet. I'm going to keep my 22 longs, 5.56 and 9mm. And that should be everything. If I pick up the stuff that's just to sell now. Just doing a little housekeeping. Visit Chet again. He's probably asleep in back, but he'll still wake up and sell to us.
You looking to buy some supplies?
Alright. Take the BB gun and the knife. The pre-war park stroller. Yeah, you can have all this. Awesome. Now, let me see if he's got any of the stuff I need. I do eventually want the Gunrunner's Arsenal laser pistol and the Gunrunner's Arsenal plasma pistol. But what I really want is the Gunrunner's Arsenal varmint rifle that I can modify, and he's not selling that yet. Boxing tape, no. Don't need any of that. I was going to see if he had any of the mods I wanted too. The plasma pistol recycler is really quite good, so yeah, after we make a little more money,
Give me a shout if you need anything else.
we'll come back and buy the plasma pistol and the recycler for sure. That'll help us out a lot with early enemies. Anything else I've got on me was stolen from Chet. I'm going to hold on to it, though, because now we're about to get access to another merchant in the form of Trudy, who has now appeared inside her, in the Prospector Saloon. But we're not going to meet Trudy until next time, because we've been going for an hour. This has been Let's Play Fallout New Vegas. As you can see, things are kind of going slow, but that thoroughness and that meticulousness is going to pay huge dividends down the road. So until next time, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy my videos, please, of course, as always, consider clicking like, clicking share, clicking subscribe, all of those. Even if you don't, just know that I really appreciate the time you spend watching and hope you have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.